One other question I had for you on this is I know that, on here they mention the blue Tilly from
Yeah.
NWA. I know there are some stories about that, but what did the blue guy think about the other blue guy?
Yeah, um, I'm trying to think about okay, that was
TNA
TNA's.
Hardcore Justice 2010, right?
Yeah. Uh, Here's the thing. Um, I feel bad for the guy who did it because, he was put in a situation where, I mean, they coulda had me do the appearance. It was TNA Hardcore I'm trying to 2009,
Yeah, it
was
was
it?
2010. It was Hardcore Justice in 2010.
Yeah. So, I get contacted, uh, I get contacted to do it by, Tommy Dreamer, and it was, like, August. I I'm trying to I can't think of the date. Sorry, I'm being so, like.
No, you're okay. It was looks like it was August 8th of 2010 is when the
That's it.
Wikipedia,
That's
yeah.
it. So, okay, you just jarred a memory. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I had booked a vacation specifically for August 9th because
Oh,
August 9th is Mrs. Meanie's birthday, and we were going to California, and we're gonna, to go to all the, amusement parks, and, um, we were gonna land on her birthday, you know? So, the, pay-per-view's August 8th. I'm like, "Oh, man." I'm supposed to be leaving the next morning for California from Philadelphia.
mm,
Now, and my flight from Philly was supposed to be like, it was like we were leaving, like, ridiculously early, like 6 a.m. because we wanted to get there and have a full day. And
right.
the best thing about traveling east to west is you're going with the time change, so even though, like, it's a 6-hour flight, you're only really losing, like, 3 hours.
Yeah.
So, I was like, "Look, is there a way you guys could fix my," because Bob Ryder, who works at TNA, is also a travel agent,
Mm,
and I know this from the ECW days. So, because Bob Ryder would go to ECW, he's part of the, like, E ECW had that early online presence in the infancy of the internet because Bob Ryder worked for Prodigy, the internet service,
oh,
before
I
there was
remember. Yeah, prodigy.net. I remember I had a Prodigy email. Yep.
there's AOL, there's Prodigy, there's maybe Netscape or something that.
Netscape, Net Zero. I remember Net
Yes.
Zero too. Yeah.
So,
The early days.
and, Bob's shoot job was travel agent. So I think he was doing TNA's travel. I was like, "Look, I gotta I'm li I gotta I paid for this vacation, to leave Monday morning from Philly to California. Could you help fix my ticket?"
Mm,
Me and Mrs. Mean will fly down to Florida, we'll do the show, and then we'll go from Florida to California, and then use the second half of our flight back.
yeah.
They said, yeah, we can't do that." So I went, "Okay, well, I can't do the show." You
Mm,
know?
yeah.
I'm all for doing the show. I wanna be there with my subby family, but it's gonna cost me more money to do your show than I'm gonna be losing money doing
Yeah.
this show. So I was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Mm.
And then, they eventually had me, tape a promo, and send it in, which, I'm told, like, when they played it for the live crowd, it got a good reaction. So, yeah, and that's just like it's a whole weird thing.
Yeah.
You're having a tribute to Extreme or Extreme whatever, and, you're using all these subby talent. I'm sure we weren't costing it, that much, so, oh, yeah, yeah, so they, the Blue Tilly, I was watching the show, or I was, finding out about the show and the Blue Tilly. I was like, What? What's this?" And then, you hear stories about, like, the guy was asked to do it,
Yeah.
and he was, like, apprehensive about it because he didn't wanna get heat, And, then I was like, yeah, which is funny because I thought we would get heat, from the NWO for doing the BWO, and he thought he's going to get heat for, being the blue Tilly instead of the blue meanie. So, yeah, no hard feelings, but,
Right.
they could have had me, but,
Yeah,
it is what it is.
didn't feel right. It didn't feel right without the blue meanie there.
Yeah.
But